Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Davo.
Hi, I'm your host, Iceman.
I'm your host, Chamber. Welcome to the Growers Not Yours podcast.
Woo!
The biggest news of the week,
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom.
Yeah. Yep. I heard all about it.
Yeah.
Some people,
I saw that at Comic-Con.
Some people are fucking hating the shit, and other people are like, he's back. So, yeah. That was actually the other thing that I was thinking of that I was going to try to say.
I saw that shit the other day, and I was like, holy fuck.
Now, are you one of the people that are happy?
Dude, I accept the fact that he's not the Victor Von Doom. He is a variant Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, everybody's predicting that he's just a variant Doctor Doom, and I think that's cool. I was surprised that he got announced because I was expecting someone younger, to play Victor Doom. Robert Downey Jr. is gonna crush it, dude. He crushes everything. He's gonna be awesome as Doctor Doom. He was awesome as Stark. But what a lot of people are hating is but this is also good because the Russo brothers are back. They're going to be doing this next phase since Disney called them back. It's like, hey, Marvel's sucking. We need y'all again. And basically the Russo brothers like, all right, we're coming to save the day because Marvel can't do nothing without, us. Because literally the Russo brothers, they carried Marvel for years with the whole Avengers and all the other shit, So
exactly.
They did the smartest move, which is bringing in RDJ, who's guaranteed to pack the fucking seats with to pack the seats. I mean, everybody loves him. Like he crushed it as Iron Man, he's gonna crush that shit as Doctor Doom. I can only imagine how he's gonna do Doctor Doom. Like, it's gonna be badass.
Yeah, I mean, is he gonna be like, from what I've seen online about, are they gonna stick with the story of like, he is the variant Doom that took over Tony Stark's body and, became the Victor Von Doom of that one universe? Because I mean, we already have the multiverse here. We know there's all the variants out there.
Yeah, it's there.
A lot of people are mad that they're saying that now that Robert Downey Jr. is back, it's going to take away from Iron Man and his death and everything. And I could kind of see that, the symbolism behind Iron Man dying and all that. Like, he really was, if you see the Deadpool movies and stuff, they'll explain like this main person of the universe or something when you watch it. But other than that, though, I mean, he's really cool character. And, it's just going to be neat to see what they do with Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is personally one of my favorite villains in the Marvel Universe. So,
I mean, he's technically not a villain.
Oh, yeah, he's a full-blown villain.
No.
He was anti-hero there for a little bit, but Doctor Doom's pretty much full-blown villain. That dude is, he don't fuck around, dude. Doctor Doom is somebody you don't want to fuck
now, with. Just to be clear, everyone, if you've been watching the podcast, and I know you too, fucking know that I'm not a comic guru whatsoever. But what I have been seeing on TikTok lately, and I'm sure that this is true because I did look it up and made sure that it was true. See, I did my fucking research, goddammit. That Doctor Doom fucked the shit out of Thanos. Granted, without the stones, but because, they were competing over death or whatever. And like this motherfucker just drove his fist through his chest and said, "Oh, so powerful now, bitch." Like that type of shit.
Doctor Doom is
that was God Emperor Doom too.
Yeah. Then there's been Doctor Doom where he's been infused with cosmic powers, and that's the one you don't want to fuck with. Like, he got infused with cosmic powers a little bit in the movie that they made in Fantastic Four 2 where he took the Silver Surfer's surfboard.
Mm-hmm.
But Doctor Doom is a smart dude, and he's somebody you don't want to fuck with though, because he doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
And he's a badass villain.
Yeah. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't he basically like, well, maybe not the president or like the dictator of an entire country within America? Or like within the world,
he has his own country. He's kind
Latveria. The country of Latveria.
He's kind of like the Count Vertigo of the DC universe. Count Vertigo.
I don't even know who Count Vertigo is.
He's one of the Green Arrow's villains, and he's like the ruler of a country and everything. but his niece is also like princess of the country, but then he tries to overthrow her and rule the country. But Victor Von Doom is actually the dictator, ruler of a country. And if you ever play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2,
Mm-hmm.
you
I did
start
play
the
Ultimate
game.
Alliance too.
Yeah, then you would know you get to start the game in his country. And there's a
Okay. I
achievement
didn't know it
where
was in
you
his country. I was just fucking people up.
and there's an achievement where you destroy a statue of Victor Doom, which is like a topple a government or something like that. Like there's an achievement for destroying a
Okay.
statue of Doom. So
All right.
it's really cool. But yeah,
Okay.
that was an awesome game. That was basically Marvel Civil War.
Do they have that on fucking Steam? Because I would love to like
They did
actually
a
play through that.
re-release of it on the PS4. I know that they did a re-release
let's
of
see.
Ultimate Alliance.
I would love to see if those games are on Steam. I'll
If
gladly
that is
buy them.
out, I would love for us to play that all together because
Hell
that's a
yeah.
huge co-op game.
I'll play the fuck out of that. I only got to play a little bit of it as a kid. I played with my little brother for a little while, but like I never actually played through the whole thing, and I've always wanted to play it. I think I want to say the PS2 that I had at the time, I think hit the bed like halfway through the game, so I never got to finish it.
I don't see it on Steam here.
I mean, if it isn't, it's fine. I mean, we can always get an emulator. Not that big of a deal.
I mean, we can always check like Epic and everything too.
That's what we'll do. We're gonna go, all three of us. Y'all are gonna travel to Rhode Island. Iceman's gonna say fuck them kids. Chamber's gonna come down here too, and then we're gonna rent out a fucking hotel. We're gonna get the Sinesta, and then we'll go there. I'll bring my PS2. I have two. I have my big one and I have my slim, and we'll load up some fucking Ultimate Alliance. Well, no, was Ultimate Alliance on PS2 or was it PS3?
It was on PS3. Ultimate Alliance was on PS2.
That's what I'm thinking
Ultimate
of.
Alliance
Okay.
2.
Yeah, I played
is
Ultimate
on
Alliance and I
PS3.
didn't play the entire thing. And I think I played like maybe an hour or two of Ultimate Alliance 2 on PS3, but that was at my uncle's house, so I didn't finish either one.
No, here's the thing. You remember how I told you I wanted to play those X-Men Legends games on the PS2?
Yes.
Those are made by the same people who did Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2.
Okay.
They basically it's the same game, just that was just all X-Men, and this was just all the Marvel characters in one big Civil War thing in the Ultimate Alliance series.
Okay.
But it was much more well received than the X-Men ones. Although the X-Men ones are loved dearly, but it's just the Marvel Ultimate Alliance just had a much richer story.
The neat thing about the Ultimate Alliance games, though, was it was like whatever you decided to do at the end affected the overall end story of the game. So it's like, whatever you did.
Yeah.
Oh, it really was one of those games. Was it that in depth though? Like as far as games today?
Yeah, it was a version of an RPG. Yeah.
Like I don't if it was in 1 or 2 that you travel basically to you fight Metastophocles and you have to choose at the end. Do you save Nightcrawler or like Jean Grey?
I think that's the X-Men one that you're talking about.
No, it was an Ultimate Alliance because I remember that shit.
Okay. Because in Ultimate Alliance 2, the big decision was you go anti-registration or pro-registration, which is either you side with Iron Man or you side with Cap. And the neat thing is, if you side with Iron Man, you get all the amenities and stuff. But if you side with Cap, you're in like this underground area and stuff like that. And
I think it was an old abandoned
bunker,
like Hydra base or something like that. You were in.
Yeah. And I think when you side with Cap, you're either in the Stark Tower or the Baxter Building. I can't remember. But it's really cool though because there's so many obscure characters in that game. Like you get to see like Falcon, Giant Man, Songbird, Hercules. You get to see so many of these characters that you just didn't expect in the video game. It was really a cool, crazy roster.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a huge fan of Songbird, who's a Marvel character who's really obscure, but I love her. I actually have a figurine of Songbird over there that is like, wow.
There you go.
That was cool to see her in a video game finally.
I think they need to make a DC version of that. But your big bad you have to fight at the end has to be the Batman Who Laughs.
You know what? I agree. That would be fucking badass. I would love that.
We've entered into Nerdville.
I'm only saying that because I'm looking right here at my Batman Who Laughs Funko Pop.
All right.
I'm looking at my Batman Who Laughs figurine right there. Yeah, me and Iceman are huge
You
Batman
know,
and Flash figures.
it makes sense because I'm not a comic guy, but I don't think I own anything like that. I don't think I've even ever owned in general anything like that. I was never really big on them, which is so weird because I feel like if I was just like let loose when I was a kid, my parents were a little strict. So like I never really had the opportunity to do much. Plus I didn't really sneak out much because I didn't feel like it. But like I feel like if I really did have the opportunity to like explore shit a little bit more, then I probably would be a nerd because this stuff fucking it like I love it now. Like I love shit like Game of Thrones. I love shit like fucking comics and like DC Comics and Marvel. Like I'm obsessed with it now in a way. But like I just don't have the knowledge. But you two do. So anytime I have a question, I'm just like, hey, back in this generation of comics, where did this fucking guy travel back in time? And I'm like, how did this work? And like this, I'll get like a 45-minute explanation as to why this happened. I'll be like,
well,
I think
see,
I got
my
it.
knowledge,
And then I'll ask him 2 months later because I forgot.
my knowledge, I know stuff all the way from the Golden Age all the way to like what's now. When it comes
Bronze?
to DC and Marvel, no, Bronze Age was the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Golden Age was the 60s, 50s.
Right.
Silver Age was the 70s, and Bronze Age was the 80s, and the 90s is like just whatever. But I would say the best comics to ever come out was around the Bronze Age, storyline wise, to the early 90s.
For a minute, I thought you said LeBron's age. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about LeBron for? And then I just,
No. But I will say that this generation from like 2008 to up to now, they've had some really amazing storylines come out for DC and Marvel both, that are really good. They definitely got people because they got it's a new generation of writers now, you know. And
yeah, but the content they're putting out now is kind of
for
It's trash.
Marvel,
let's be real. It's fucking trash.
Hold up. You got to realize it's only trash because they're mixing storylines. For some reason, when they're doing these movies and TV shows now, they're mixing up storylines. Like they're taking.
Well, hold on.
Maybe a few pages from this book.
There is another side to this.
Interweaving them.
There is another side to this. The reason why that most of these fucking shows suck is because all of these big ass fucking corporations are following the political agenda of LGBTQ and all that other bullshit. Now, I got nothing against gay people. I got nothing against trans people. I got nothing against what you do within the company of your own fucking home. But when you push that shit into entertainment to try to fucking force shit down our throat to make us believe it, because big ass corporations like Marvel, like DC, like Warner Brothers, or any other motherfucking big ass picture company, they push that shit because they don't want to get fucking canceled. They're so afraid and you get canceled. It's fucking dumb. It's ridiculous. And then you see it all the time. You see characters being made gay. You see characters being black instead of white, or you see characters being white instead of black. Like all the time. Like they change shit constantly just to appease to a bunch of liberal piece of shit fucking I'm afraid of being offended bullshit fucks. That's what it is. It
the
really
funny thing is, from what you're saying here, I was watching something on my phone where it was a clip from Bert Kreischer where he's talking about being at a PTO meeting or whatever.
Yep.
And he says, it's like, you know, the thing is when it comes to liberal parents, you have to out liberal the previous one.
I saw that one.
That's exactly what's going on with everything. I mean, look at fucking one of my favorites, Star Wars. They're
they butchered that shit.
Finn and Poe. It's like they were a great little group of people. Oh no, we gotta make them lovers. Why? Why can't they just be two dudes who fucking click and they're like, yo, we're gonna go like fuck up the Empire and whatnot.
They were just trying to bring that camaraderie of like Han Solo and Chewbacca. That's what they were trying to do. And people just misconstrued it as, oh, they're gay lovers. No, they're like Han and Chewbacca. They're supposed
Kathleen Kennedy said that, is like, we're gonna make them gay.
Yeah. And then the stupid bullshit with Star Wars too, how R2D2 is lesbian. The fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What did I tell you the one night when you said that to me about R2D2? He is a fucking trash can with wheels.
Yeah. And then I said, well, not that far off.
Yeah. I completely agree with you guys on a lot of that. Like, I was a huge fan of the Supergirl series. I thought it was going in a great direction because I don't really know. I read a few Supergirl comics. I don't really know too much about Supergirl. I know a lot more about her cousin Superman more than her. So I thought this was going to be really cool to expand on her lore and everything in the TV series. And season 2 came out of the gate really well. And then just as they got into the middle of season 2, it started really pushing these lines with this LGBTQ. And then like it kind of turned into like this whole alien, like transgender stuff. Then they introduced a transgender character who's an alien,
It's so
but loves a
annoying.
man who's transgender, but also is a superhero. But it just got too much for no good reason.
So let me just be clear, and I might actually put what I'm about to say before we started this. I think I can speak for both of you to say that you're kind of basically independent. Like, you're not liberal, you're not conservative. Like, you don't care about either side. They both suck, essentially. Like, you just I would consider myself an independent. I would just say I'm just a sovereign citizen that just thinks that some things conservative are necessary and thinks that some things that are liberal are necessary. So I'm going to say this right now before we get into this crazy ass bullshit, or if this happens to catch somebody's fucking clip or whatever the fuck. You need conservatives because sometimes what needs to be done is things need to stay the same. And things need to stay the same, and you need things to stay the same because that is the best decision for the time. And you need liberals because sometimes the best thing to do is to change what has been the same. Okay. And then you need conservatives and liberal to argue against each other so that you can figure out what decision is best for this particular issue. Okay. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be conservative or you shouldn't be liberals. You need both. Okay. And you need those people who are free thinkers like myself, which is what I think I am anyway, that you can look at both sides and be like, okay, like, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I like don't think abortion is necessarily great. You know what I mean? Like you can have two different opinions and be on either side of the fence because it depends on who raised you, who taught you, and what your beliefs turn to be later on in life. Who your friends are, who your things, who it affects. Like all of those things matter in your life, and they're there for a fucking reason. But here's the thing. Choose where to fucking fight those battles. When you have, for example, like we're referencing to, a comic book character who has always been the same, and his storyline is supposed to be this, don't change it, right? But now, let's say you introduce a new character, and now you want to find something new and something different. That's when you can implement your ideas. If the characters stayed the same the way they were because that's how they were written way back when, they didn't write it that way just because they were fucking gay or like homophobic or transphobic or whatever. They just wanted to have some cool character for young kids to look up to. That was the whole purpose of comic books. They saw them and they wanted to see themselves in that character. He's cool. I want to be like him when I grow up. That's the fucking point of comic book characters. That's the point of entertainment. Something? Yeah, sure.
I think it's cool that they change up characters sometimes, like in the new 52, prime example. 52 means that they changed 52 characters in all of the DC continuity. And these are just prime main characters. Like Flash is more like Green Lantern. Green Lantern's more like Flash. Superman's more like Batman. Batman's more like Superman. Now, when they swapped all these personas and mindsets around, keep in mind, certain movies were big, like The Dark Knight. A lot of people held this whole thing that Batman doesn't kill. He has a moral code. And then I was laughing because I'm like, Batman kills, dude. He fucks you up and leaves you for dead.
Hell
like, you know, but a lot of people are holding when they rewrote the comics and the Nolan films where Batman did that because when 52, Batman and Superman swap personalities where Superman is more like Bruce Wayne. Well, Batman is more like Superman. He's more like, I'm not going to kill you. Justice is more of a conventional way of like, you're going to go to jail. Even though Batman put a lot of his characters in jail in general, like he never really killed the Joker or he never really killed Two-Face and all these other people because he does believe in justice, but he also believes in necessary evil. which is why he's explained why he never kills certain people, because he just believes that if he did, for one, it's easy, and two, he would probably get somebody far worse that he probably couldn't handle or know what to do. So he believes in those as necessary evil. But it's like, I love when they changed up Superman in 52. He was no longer a pushover. He was like Batman. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna shoot at me, bro? I'm gonna fuck you up." Like,
right.
He had dudes like really thinking twice about, "Yo, I'm not gonna fuck with Superman." Instead of Superman using his like breath to just blow them and they hit a wall and fall down, Superman was like really like flinging them dudes and they hit brick walls and break their arms and like he was fucking dudes up. And I love that Superman's like, "Hey, I'm not a pushover, bitch. I'm gonna fuck you up." And I just like that little personality change, you know? And I like that 52 Flash is more serious than a goofball. But I also didn't like that Green Lantern was a goofball. He was like more cockier and arrogant and annoying.
Right.
So there was pros and cons to all that. So, I mean, you have a valid point where you can change people, but it's like, does it really hurt my feelings? Did they change the character's personality that much? Nah, I just don't like that iteration that much.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's based on a subjective understanding of what you like and what you don't like. Go ahead.
Some people take that shit to heart, though.
No, hold
on. It depends on what you're changing about them. If you're going all of a sudden you're changing Batman, where he's like, you know, the billionaire playboy when he's not Batman, all of a sudden he's, I don't know, he's running around and trying to Brokeback Mountain everybody.
No, please don't ever do that. Please don't say that, because then
they changed Batman from that billionaire playboy white guy to suddenly he's
running around with his batarang and be like, "I got you bitch."
Yeah. Like, we finally got a black Batman, and I was happy about that. But I'm gonna be mad when they make a black gay Batman.
If you want to have new characters that are fitting into this bullshit dynamic that we have going on right now, create a new one.
Yeah, make them.
Please. Leave everything alone.
Yeah.
Like what do they do with you were telling me about Penguin in the new Batman?
Oh yeah. I saw something about that where they're like suddenly they're changing the Penguin, Oswald Cobblepot, into a woman.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And it's so funny because and I get why this sounds so terrible to people sometimes, because like the person on the outside looks at that and like the way that you said that, well, like, what's wrong with a woman? That's not what we're saying. We're not saying that there's something wrong with women. Like, but
do you honestly want to see Batman fucking jacking the jaw of female Penguin, where he's like beating the shit out of her like she's Rihanna and he's Chris Brown?
Yeah, like
Chris Brown. Yeah,
I mean, come on, I'm being serious.
Penguin's not much of a fighter. Penguin's not much of a fighter, and it's always had me laugh when Batman and Penguin fight, because Penguin will swing that umbrella trying to fuck him up because there's a little knife on it, and Batman will just dodge it and then backhand him and beat the shit out of it. And now it's like he's gonna be doing that to a woman. Everybody gonna be talking about it's a hate crime now, or like gender equality. Or something like
Batman that. Everyone's like, "Why did you do that to the Penguin?" I identified as a woman.
Yeah, I think my only issue with the whole thing, like, I don't give a fuck if you change characters. I mean, shit, directors in movies do it all the time. They want their vision to be seen, and I get that. Like, they want their storytelling to be the thing that people see, and they want theirs to go down as like the one that was the best. They think their vision is the best. They want to show people that it is the best, and sometimes it doesn't hit, sometimes it does. But the only problem I have with the entire thing, the only problem that I really have with the whole thing is because I understand what they're doing. They're just trying to push a political agenda. They're trying to make it seem like everything that's going on in the world is okay, when it isn't. Certain people aren't going to agree with all your fucking bullshit. If you agree, then fine. Live the life that you want to live. It doesn't affect me any way, shape, or form. But don't fucking push it into the entertainment that I watch, because I want to watch something because I like the fucking thing. It's supposed to take me away from the world, not leave me in the fucking thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I go to the movies to watch a movie. Like, I still want to go see Deadpool. Don't fucking spoil it.
Yeah, we won't see nothing.
I'm not saying shit. I've told y'all.
I want to go see it, and when I sit there and watch Deadpool for whatever the 2 hours it's going to be on, it's a break from all the bullshit that's going on outside of that movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, let me have my little bit of fucking escape.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, again, there's nothing wrong with being gay, with being lesbian, with being trans. None of that. But
no, there is one thing. Unless you're CC.
That's fair. you can't identify as CC. It's not okay. Okay.
Shout out to CC Punishment. We love you, bro.
We love you, CC.
I have had it with these CC motherfuckers. Imagine they're all just walking around with backwards hats, looking like Fred Durst.
Yeah. But here's a fun known fact that a lot of people did not know. Tim Burton was going to direct a third Batman film, but they begged him not to because it was just too dark and everything, and they wanted to be more marketable. But when I hear what they were going to do for the new Batman, for the third iteration of the Michael Keaton Batman, I was fucking excited because I don't know if y'all know the actor, but Marlon Wayans from the Wayans Brothers.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
He was going to be Robin, and Tim Burton had this whole unique storyline to set up Robin, and Two-Face was going to come in, and like, you know, Billy D. Williams was going to play, you know, Harvey Dent, and it was just a whole bunch of cool ass shit that they were going to fucking do. Yeah. And I'll never get to see that because they didn't want that. But that would have been so cool to see that shit. Not that I'm hating Chris O'Donnell as Robin, you know, or nothing like that, because I rather enjoyed Batman Forever. But it's just that I would have loved to see Tim Burton finish his. I would have loved to see Tim Burton's run as Batman, because unfortunately, as many iterations have we gotten over the years as Batman and stuff, his has been very much the closest to the gothic noir idea of Batman, and I respect that.
All right,
but hands down, Ben Affleck is the greatest Batman. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck you.
I have one more thing to say regarding what we were just talking about. I'm sure you can I'm sure all of us can agree with this. All of us are a little bit older than, you know, like we're like practically almost in our mid ages. I'm not, them two are. That's right, bitch.
Okay, let's establish we get it. You're a young whippersnapper.
I am, but so here's the thing. I'm sure that the both of you experienced a good amount of the rapport between racism between white and black people. Obviously, that was a big thing back in the 90s, the early 2000s, even now. But, like, how many of those fucking movies where the white girl moves to the black neighborhood and, like, they're trying to teach them the right way to live, and, like, they're a little bit racist, and then they all become friends in the end? How many of those fucking stupid fucking family movies were made back in the day to try to push a political issue, which was just black versus white? Like, how many of those fucking movies do you think were made?
There's only one movie I can think of.
No, there's so fucking many. There's a ton of them.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to do the math.
Is it a white girl moving to a bad area?
It could be either one. It could be a black kid moving to a rich white area. It could be a white girl moving to a poor black area. There's thousands of them that came out in the early 2000s and the late 90s because they were trying to push the issue that black people are people now. We fucking know. We already knew. Okay, we've known that for a long time. You didn't need to tell us. We know this. Does this motherfucker have a nose like me?
That's
yes,
why we're
he does.
black.
He got a nose. He got two eyes. He got a mouth, just like motherfucking me. Stop showing me the same damn movie over again just to make me believe that black people are okay. It's fucking what?
Of course we're people. You just call us black people.
Yeah, I'm always. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how annoyed were y'all at all those fucking movies? They were so fucking annoying. Like,
I can't say it. I can't
say
it. I'll cut it out. Patreon. Fuck it.
You're saying they're people now. Well, yeah, they went from 3/5.
We weren't people before. We weren't people
3/5.
3/5 of
Ouch.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Andrew Schultz had a great joke about that. I'll pull that up later for you guys. But that's my fucking point. Is that there was a big issue at the time, which happened to be racism, and they made every motherfucking family movie about racism. I mean, shit. Look at that fucking Antonio Banderas movie where the fucking he like goes to the hood and teach these fucking Spanish and black kids how to dance because they were in detention with that white kid with the cornrows. Like fucking
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I
Like
remember that movie.
I forgot what the name of it was. The name of it was, but like it was like them like coming together. Like he mixed like Latin and like all these crazy cool dancing with like hip hop, and like it was cool. It was a good movie. Or like even that other one with what the motherfuck is her goddamn name?
Michelle
Who's the
Pfeiffer.
No, not Pfeiffer. The girl who was in that movie with Clint Eastwood. What the fuck is her name?
Oh, you're talking about
boxing
Freedom
movie.
Riders, Hillary Swank.
Freedom Riders, Hillary Swank. That was another one that they made. It was like it was nonstop. Every motherfucking family kid friendly movie was about that. And like I remember seeing that as a kid, and I was like, yeah, sure, fine. But as an adult, I'm like, wow, they really were still trying to do that shit back then too. Like they were just trying to push an agenda, and I got it. I understood there was a problem, and it needed to be known, and they pushed the agenda. They did this shit way back when, and now they're just doing it again with a different issue. Like we're tired of it. We don't want stupid political agendas in our motherfucking movies.
You know what I think
TV
is the
shows,
best political
in our
agenda
comic books.
movie ever?
Get the fuck out of there. What?
Django Unchained. Nothing better than seeing a black man kill a bunch of white racist people.
Django Unchained was a great movie.
That
It was
movie
a great movie, but no, I want more movies like fucking Blazing Saddles. I grew up on shit like that. You know, come on. Like, hey,
Blazing
where the
Saddles is
white
great.
women at?
Black
Blazing
man's
Saddles is
weakness
great.
is a pretty white woman.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. If I'm saying anything, is I'm just saying that keep the fucking political arguments out of the movies and out of my
Listen.
entertainment.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, now that we're done with that bullshit, I have a story. Okay, so me and my lovely girlfriend went on a camping trip. She has like a bunch of friends out there that live out in Connecticut, so she wanted me to meet them all. So we took this trip. We got all of our stuff together. You know, we got our bed, our tents, all that crap. So we're chilling. We're having a good time. All of them are really nice.
Yeah.
So we fall asleep for the first night. Now, I haven't been camping in forever, but I'm pretty fucking used to it. We used to go camping all the time with my family and shit. Courtney has not. She has never gone camping. She doesn't know what it's like. She doesn't know what it's like not living with amenities other than, you know, being broke. You know, but that's about it. Worst case scenario, she had a roof over her head. It was just, you know, with like 15 other people sleeping next to her. Yeah, you know, but anyway, so we go camping, we got our tents all set up, and now it's the end of the night, so we go to sleep, right? All of a sudden, in the middle of the night, we hear fucking howling, and like I'm sitting here like I watch like the guy Outdoor Boys from Luke Nichols, so I know what they sound like. I'm like, oh shit, coyotes. All right, it's fine, whatever, we're okay. Like somebody probably left their food out, all good. Courtney, sleeping like this, wakes up, she goes like that. She hears it and she's like, what's that? You know? And I look at her and I'm like, don't worry, just dogs, go to bed. I'm sure just whatever, dog needed to go pee, they're just howling at each other. That's what they do. It's nighttime, they're trying to defend their territory, yada yada yada.
Mhm.
I look up and like I know it's coyotes, but I know her and she'll freak the fuck out. And if she starts freaking the fuck out, we're gonna die. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a big pack. You can't outrun the motherfuckers. You know, you have no shot. So there's like a little vent hole in my tent. Because I don't know if you guys know what a rain fly is, but it's the tarp that essentially goes over the tent to keep the water from getting inside. So like the rain fly was a little too high when I pitched it, so there was like a little gap that I could see, and those motherfuckers were right there. I could see him. I was like, look at that motherfucker creeping. And I seen her friend. I'm not going to say her name, but she was into some shit back in the day. That's all I'm going to say. She had her gun on her chest, ready. So she was ready to shoot them, and I could hear them. They're like, I'm going to shoot this motherfucker. I'm going to shoot this motherfucker.
Did you see their glowy eyes? Were you able to see their glowy eyes at night?
No, because it was like no fucking light. It's like pitch black out there. There's nothing. No street lamps, nothing. It's just, you know, it's just like the camping ground.
Yeah.
The only lights that are there these two lights on the building like about like a half, maybe like 70 or 80 feet away, which is where the bathrooms are. And the only reason why they keep those lights on is so that people know where the bathrooms are because they have to walk to them. So the coyotes are just brushing against her tent, and you could see like them just fucking curling around. And I'm like, okay, we're good. And then all of a sudden, she has her friend has the great idea to just fucking go bink with her fucking car alarm and sets off the car alarm. Bap, 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 the whole fucking thing, and you just see them all, they all just fucking scatter, like Dave Chappelle crackhead joke, fucking, they just scatter. Right. And I'm like, all right, we're good. They're not here anymore. And there's a road like right next to us, like literally, like I could walk outside of my tent, and the road, I can see the road. It's right there. So like they all just scattered and went towards the road, and I was like, okay, they're away now. We're good. So Courtney wakes up because of the alarm, and she's like, hey, is everything okay? I was like, yeah, somebody's alarm was going off. We're fine. And then I walk her to the fucking bathroom because she's got to pee now. And like, she still doesn't know that they were coyotes. So now we're walking in the middle of the night. And I got my knife on me, like, just in case. You know how to do it with coyotes. You just act big, and run towards them. It's the same thing with bears. You just try to scare them off. Act like you're going to hurt them before they're going to hurt you. Because if you run, they'll just chase you. They're just like dogs.
What if you have a Leonardo DiCaprio moment?
Then maybe the bear will fuck me. But
yeah, if it's a brown bear, you're dead. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I don't care how big you act, you're dead. But grizzlies, you could just and usually they'll walk away. They just want to eat fish anyway. But anyway, so we make it to the bathroom, and I see her friend's car at the fucking door to the bathroom right there, and they're in the car. So like they probably went like, oh fuck that, I'm not walking, that type of shit. Plus her friend just had like her appendix burst, so she could barely fucking walk. So she was like, all right, I'm just gonna go fucking in the car. So we went over there, we saw them, and I was like, I think that's her. And she was like, it is. And she was like, hey, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, why wouldn't we be? And I'm talking about Courtney was saying, why wouldn't we be? And she was like, there's a motherfucking coyotes. And Courtney goes, those were coyotes? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, why didn't you tell me? Because you would have freaked the fuck out.
Like you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're doing right now. So we hopped in the car, and they insisted that we stay in the car. So we drove back to the tent site. We didn't even go back in the tent. So I stayed in the car with Courtney, her friend, and her friend's sister for the rest of the night until it was light out.
I would have gone back. That was what happened. I would have gone back in the tent, like, I get all this room now. Stretch out.
I've been like, fuck you. I said, I don't know about y'all. I ain't afraid of no fucking coyote. But then tell me what you told me, like, if you did acknowledge that they were coyotes to Courtney. Tell them what you told me before. Like,
what did I say? I don't remember.
You said Courtney would have had you to go out there and fight him or something.
Well, she wouldn't have me go out there and fight him. But and I forgot. So her friend's ex-husband was there with us too, because they have kids together and stuff, and they brought them on the camping trip as well. And apparently she was texting her ex-husband being like, hey, like, we need help or whatever. And this motherfucker went like this, and I even saw it. He unzipped the tent, poked his head out, saw the coyotes, and went, you good? And she didn't say anything back, so he's just like, he just zipped that shit back up. I was fucking dying. But
Amber, I don't know what it is, but I could just see Davo stepping out of the tent, taking off his shirt, looking like a big old greasy hairy Armenian, and be like trying to go after him like a bear.
I'll be like, look, it's the Armenian Wolverine.
It's so stupid.
I mean, like,
he's gonna put my hair up like him and everything.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, hold up. This is what I believe. What would have happened if Davo would have told Corey that those were real coyotes out there? Oh my god, babe, gotta go out there and scare them away. Fuck, they gonna kill me. No, go out there. I believe in you. All right, hold up. I gotta get my shit going. He's like, do the hair up. He'd be like, give me those knives. I'll put them in between there and like take his shirt off, come out there like, and all I'm thinking is he's gonna be like, I'm the Armenian Wolverine.
I need 6 knives so I can put each one between my finger like this.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be like, give me all the knives. Give me all the
kill one of these and just put it in between. He's
gonna be like, give me that pencil. Give me that nail file you got in there.
Why is it I see Davo going camping and for some random reason, because of his love for pizza, he'd have a pizza cutter with him.
We had pizza at the camp out. Just gonna say that right now. We ordered pizza and we're like, I'm getting pizza, which is the next story I'll tell, but I'll let somebody else speak first.
But I could just see him. He hops out the tent carrying like 2 pizza cutters in his hand. He's just charging after a fucking coyote.
Dude.
Oh my god. Well, I guess it's my turn for a little bit of a topic. No spoilers, but I did see the new Deadpool Wolverine movie. It's great. Watch it. You're all gonna love it. But what I'm so annoyed about with the movie, that is my brother hasn't really seen a lot of films lately.
So you're not annoyed with the movie, you're annoyed with him. don't say you're annoyed with the movie.
Dude, he keeps coming in my room talking about this movie, and we saw the movie like 2-3 days ago. He keeps coming up in my room going, "Man, that movie was awesome. You see Wolverine like this? He had on his signature mask and costume, and
he's like
and all this, and he's trying to talk to me about all this stuff." I was like, Ramirez, I know, I've seen that. We all seen that. Everybody knows about it. Then he wants to talk to me about how cool the characters were, who they introduced. It's like, I know, it was cool. I get it. It's like, and my roommate's like, he's still talking about that movie. And it's like, yeah, man, it's like, we got to show him another movie. And right now, come to find out, he hasn't seen none of the Fast and Furious movies up to Hobbs and Shaw. Stop it. He's only seen Hobbs and Shaw, so he hasn't caught up for the rest.
Well, hold on, they're not even worth it. He's only seen Hobbs and Shaw, or he's seen
everything up to Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay, I was gonna fucking say
he needs to see whatever's left, and he's been hounding me like, "Yo, when can we watch that?" And it's like, dude, I got shit to do. And then like, then he fucking bugs me, "Yo, can I rewatch Wolverine?" or like, "Can I watch Deadpool?" Or he wants to see
why don't you just set up another account for him on the phone? Oh, well, we can talk about that later, but you can set up another account for him.
The motherfucker just don't have a TV or nothing.
No, put that motherfucking shit on his phone.
He ain't got a phone, nigga. He keep breaking his shit.
That's
remember?
There's no communal TV. There's no living room over there where there's a TV at.
I've given him tablets, cell phones. He breaks it all.
Isn't there a TV in the living room? No, don't you have a TV in the living room?
No, I took that out.
Why?
Because they broke it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. that explains it.
Yeah, I had a 32-inch.
Y'all want to break my shit? You get nothing.
I had a 32-inch in there. I let my mom and them use it. They broke it, so they owe me a new TV. And I'm so glad that I bought this new 4K. It's like a 42-inch, 50-inch, or whatever.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's mounted on the wall right here. That's my second monitor.
There you go.
I got like another monitor right here, and I'm supposed to be getting another one soon. Like, what is it, like a 2K? I don't know. You said it's a
2K monitor, 1440p, 2K.
But I'm gonna be having that, so I'm gonna have a 3-monitor setup, and I'm gonna have the 4K. So I got all that, so I should be set up pretty well. But I'm really not that worried about another TV. But the thing is, I would give my brother the monitor, but he doesn't have nothing to stream or watch it on, and I'm not gonna loan him my PlayStation or anything because he's just gonna break it.
Why don't you? No, he'll probably just break it anyway. I was gonna say, what you could do is you could give him like one of those fucking you can go out and get like one of those little bullshit little Scepter 18-inch fucking TVs for like $50 and just get like a Roku Express.
I'm not
for
getting him shit.
$45.
He's got to buy it himself. That's the thing.
All right, so let him buy it himself. Fuck him.
So if he wants a TV by himself, now he had a laptop, but I don't know what fucking happened to that.
It's gone now. It's gone now.
He was actually borrowing a few of my DVDs and we're watching them, but I don't know what happened. So,
all right,
I don't know. So I'm over it. I'm not gonna be entertaining a grown man. So,
as Davo would say, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. That's the slogan. We're gonna. I'm telling you, we're gonna have to use that for like a fucking product, or we're gonna have to put that on a fucking T-shirt one day. Fair enough. It's just gonna be me going.
It's deodorant bread. Fair enough. You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Strong enough for a man, but fair enough for a woman.
All right.
What's it going to smell like, though? What's the scent? Pizza?
Armenian scented.
Speaking Armenian. Just smells like fucking lavash. Just that fucking flatbread.
I love that flatbread.
Speaking of pizza, while I was there in Connecticut, I wanted to try the legendary Sally's a Pizza that Dave Portnoy rates a 10. And I was so excited to go there. Did not go. Very upset. We had all the plans to go, and then we saw a line that wrapped around the fucking block, literally, just to get a fucking slice or just a whole pie. So we drove by that shit and we were like, fuck that. And but we saw that we could order ahead so that next time I go there, which will probably be soon, within the next month or so, I'll go there and then I'll have it. You know, it gives me an opportunity to try it. And the trains really aren't that bad to get to New Haven. It's only like, I want to say like maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes to get to New Haven on a train. Go there, fucking, and the train tickets really aren't that bad. They're like fucking like $18 as long as you order them ahead. So we'll head over there and I'll have the pizza. But one thing I did do is I did have at least one pizza place, and I was thoroughly surprised because like over here in Rhode Island, all of our mom and pop shops, like, are just regular pizza shacks, I guess you could call them. They're not chains, you know, but like they're just like regular mom and pop pizza. And mom and pop pizza around here is pretty simple. Overly seasoned sauce and too much sauce. Soggy dough underneath, so it's flops all the time. Cheese is mad thick and slides off the pizza every single time you pick that bitch up, and it has a halfway decent taste. That's what mom and pop pizza is around here. I went to Connecticut, and now I'm in New Haven having this little shack pizza, and it was just as good as Frank and Pepe's, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because Frank and Pepe's is, to be fair, modeled after New Haven pizza. And Frank and Pepe's is supposed to be like one of those chains that like is like about quality and like tradition. Right. So considering I went to some random ass shack and it tasted just as good as that, if not better than Frank and Pepe's, that's not fucking bad. I now cannot wait to try Sally's. Like, I've had New York style pizza before. It's very similar to Connecticut. The only difference is that Connecticut's is a little bit thinner and it's much more crispy. There's that char, which I know Chamber fucking loves that shit. So we're gonna have to take a trip to New Haven the next time you come down here.
When we went to Fellini's, I said, "Can you make sure there's a little extra char underneath there, dude?" Because like,
it was good.
It was really good.
I prefer it without it. To be fair, when it comes to Fellini's, that's just my thing on it.
Well, I wanted it that way.
Well, the dough is not the right dough, though. It's not the right dough to be charring. It's different. It's not regular pizza dough. It's a different type of dough. It's specifically for that business.
Well, I wasn't like, I just said I wanted to just be a little extra char. Just leave it in there just a little bit longer. Yeah. And they did it. It kind of got a little overcharred, but it still wasn't that bad. It didn't overpower.
It wasn't bad. You couldn't eat the crust, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Now, I was really disappointed recently. I think I told you a while back I really wanted like some pizza, so I went outside of my normal pizza delivery. I did Pizza Hut out of nowhere for the first time. I was like, I haven't had Pizza Hut in a while. I wanted stuffed crust. Dude, I ordered a pizza from Pizza Hut, and like, I picked up the pizza,
can't do it, man.
And the slice was just like limp as shit. I took a bite out of it. It was so fucking doughy. It wasn't cooked all the way, and I called him up. Like, of course, the cheese was melted. It was fairly. It wasn't even really hot. It was like that weird liquidy warm.
Yeah, it's like you stuck it in the microwave for like 30 seconds or some shit.
Yeah, and I was like, I called him. I was like, hey, like, this pizza just isn't cooked all the way. It's really doughy, and like, I was taking a bite out of it, and I just felt like I was just eating dough. Yeah, and you know, they brought me another one. I gave the other pizza away to them, and they tore it up. But I was like, dude, I need a good pizza, and it came back with some char on it, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. But it just wasn't hidden. And I'm like, dude, Domino, like,
Pizza Hut is just, you can't do it, man.
Pizza Hut is slacking because, you know what, I can
They used to be so good. They used to be phenomenal.
I get a pizza from Domino's and there's char on it and everything, and it's like, okay,
nah, fuck Domino's.
They not. Yeah, Domino's is the best, like, chain pizza.
No, you shut the fuck up right now.
Apart from Papa
for fast food. For a fast food pizza.
Yeah, I think they're pretty solid.
Papa John's is far better.
No, Papa John's is the best as far as pizza chains. But like, Domino's is pretty good. I mean, I'll fuck with Domino's way before I ever
Domino's improved a lot. They changed a lot of their stuff years ago, and it got better.
Yeah, it really did.
Because honestly, before
I had
back
their
in the
stuff
day,
recently. I wasn't feeling it.
I mean, I've had pizzas from Domino's too, where I've gotten them and they've just been total dog shit. But it that just depends on who put the pizza in the oven. And
Well, of
everything,
course
too.
it does, but still.
But back in the day, Domino's was so bad, you could go to the store and buy yourself a fucking Tostino's party pizza, and it was better than them.
That's fair.
Yeah,
They made
actually stepped up. They actually
Little
stepped
Caesars
up.
pizza seem gourmet. That's how bad they used to be.
Yeah, they were awful.
Now, what's sad is you get a Little Caesars pizza, and but you get these 7-Eleven gas station pizzas, and they're kicking Little Caesars ass, bro.
Can I just say something though? There is one thing about Fuck you. There is one thing about Little Caesars where if you go there, it is actually good, and it blows 7-Eleven pizza out the water, and fresh. Domino's, by the way. No, it's not just fresh pizza. No, hold up. When you go there, don't get a regular ass fucking pie. The ones that they put underneath the light are fine, but those are made to be hot and ready. They're just basic frozen pizza. Yeah, if you get the deep dish ones, those motherfuckers hit the motherfucking spot. When I tell you it has the crust that's charred all the way up, and it even has the melted cheese that sticks out the top a little bit like a fucking king's crown, and the cheese is gooey, the sauce is flavored, it's really fucking good. And people underestimate it all the time because it's Little fucking Caesars, and everybody goes there for hot and readies. But you don't really think to get off the fucking
Caesars
menu.
was always known for their deep dish. That's what they were known for.
No, I know, but down here nobody knows about that shit because, like, even though that we're close to Chicago, they just don't. It just doesn't correlate. They just think Little Caesars hot and ready frozen pizza. That's what it is. And like that's why people compare it to 7-Eleven or they compare it to Cumbies because that's what it is. It's frozen fucking pizza.
Now I can say this personally because I used to work there for many years and ran a store. When I worked for Cumberland, some of the pizzas that we had there were fucking banging.
Oh yeah, I love that you said that. By the way, I've been trying to bring that word back for forever.
Oh my god, dude!
Banging.
Like the one pizza I was having there. We had a breakfast pizza that they made.
Where was this at again?
At Cumberland.
Okay.
They have a breakfast pizza that is so fucking good.
Okay.
That and my other favorite one, I would buy the shit out of it, was they had a cheesesteak pizza.
Okay, that sounds good.
And that shit, we did one day, we made 2 of them up, okay? And we cut them into like little slices about like, that big.
Yeah.
And we were just like, here, try this. And everybody would take that little slice. They're like, yo, I want a whole pie right now.
You know the thing about overtopped pizza? And the reason why I call it overtopped pizza is because that's what I feel like it is. Like if you get like a chicken bacon ranch pizza or like a chicken bacon barbecue pizza or anything that has like a fuck ton of toppings on it, to the point where like if you have a couple slices that feels like a meal already, I feel like those aren't pizzas. Those are just calzones opened up.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, because I feel like classic, traditional, what it's supposed to be pizza is either cheese, margarita, pepperoni, like maybe like a bacon pizza or a sausage or meat lovers maybe. But like once you start stacking shit and putting sauce on it and all that other stuff, at that point it's a calzone opened up. That's all it is. It's just an opened up calzone. It's like stop calling it a pizza at that point. Like I don't know if I'm just reaching too far. I'm not sure, but that's what I feel like it is.
I don't know.
I think you're just being too critical because
maybe
you are like the pizza guru,
I am.
I just imagine this. It's like, everybody's got their thing.
I will gladly wear that title. And I still love the thing that you said to me the other day, which is now my fucking bio, is pizza is my politics.
Exactly. It is.
It really is.
It's like I'm not going to argue with you about pizza because I just imagine Davo is that one person you see like as like when you go you climb the mountain to see the guru. He's sitting there and like he's not wearing like guru robes. He's wearing like a fucking pizza chef.
Oh, let this fucker out.
Yeah, exactly. In one hand, he's got the fucking pizza cutter. The other hand, he's got like I don't know, like a thing of Parmesan shaky cheese and shit. And you're up there and you're like, oh, great guru of the pizza. Please, answer my question about this. And he just fucking rattles off about whatever with pizza.
Now,
Hold
see,
on.
here's the thing. I
Hold
like
on.
to think I'm pretty good about my pizza. Like I know my shit, but I will say Davo does know his.
This is my image for the episode.
There you go. But the other hand has to have a pizza cutter.
I don't know. My pizza cutter's in the thing, but
Yeah, but there you go.
that's how you
cheese.
know.
Hold your Parmesan cheese. There you go. That's the video. There
You go. He's like,
there you go. Yeah. Now, see, I love a good.
Let's flip it for the video. Hold on. See if I can do it. Oh, I almost fucking had that shit. That's how a real pizza maker fucking flips shit. Look at that. And it rolls. Come on, flip up.
There you go. Yeah, maybe you can edit it where you flip it up and it lands right there. Maybe you can do the crazy.
No editing. I'll put the whole thing in there. I don't give a fuck.
But you know what? I think I might have something that I know. I love burgers also and good tacos and all that. But if I really had to say what I know of a lot more is I might Davo, I'll give him pizza. Even though I eat pizza a lot, I'm a huge pizza fanatic. I think I'm a burger guy. I think I know a good burger. I really believe that.
This motherfucker right here.
If anyone really wants to know how much of a fucking pizza guru I am, number one, you have seen the pizza paddle.
Yeah.
That's the pizza stone. That's the pizza pan. In my room.
Yeah. This fucker has dreams of pizza, dude. He be like having dreams of him making pizzas and shit, dude.
You know that meme that they have? The meme they have where it's like the couple's laying in bed and the girl looks over and she's like, he's probably thinking of other girls. Davo's over there thinking like, he's like,
it's a melty piece of cheese pizza.
He's like, I could really go for extra pepperoni.
Fuck pepperoni, cheese all the way.
He wants that pepperoni that curls up into a cup.
Hell yeah, that's the best kind of pepperoni.
Yeah.
It holds all the grease.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's like a little fucking like.
Shut up, because now I'm wanting pizza, dude, and I just like, oh, you're killing me.
Davo over there, the way he just did that a second ago, he reminds me of like one of the little goblins from Harry Potter. But instead of gold, he's all about pepperoni that curls up. He's like, grease.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, like what are those creatures in that movie where like you have to pay them something, but they rather only like I think there was creatures who like you pay them with candy or something. But with Davo, he's one of those creatures where you have to pay him with pizza, you know?
I'm
like,
sorry.
If you don't have no pizza, you're getting fucked up. You can't cross this bridge.
I just thought of this.
Can't cross my bridge.
Chamber does this on stream. I do this on stream.
That's Wait a minute, here you go. I wish I had one of those movie things. Be like,
Ike Smith's gonna order one off of Amazon next week and have it. He's just gonna be like,
I'll have to look. You don't need one. Look. You don't need one. And cut.
And scene.
Take 9.
Unbelievable.
Oh God.
Yes. If it hasn't been established before, I love pizza. By the way, if anybody hasn't fucking noticed, our goddamn thumbnail has a motherfucking pizza paddle presenting the title of our stream with flour around it in semolina.
That's true. When we were developing this podcast, we
were building it around just me and him, but
yeah,
we were coming to the fold.
You know, Ike Smith's a pizza guy himself, so and if he ain't, he's just gotta lie and say, "Yeah, I love pizza." You know,
yeah.
Just go with it, because we're hoping to get a pizza sponsor. So you know, Papa John's, holla at your boy.
Nah.
Be like, yo, DiGiorno, hook us up.
No, you want to know
any pizza place, we'll take it.
I know what I want. I already know what I want because I know it has to be a chain in order to be like a successful thing.
Sbarro's isn't going to sponsor us, Dara.
Why not? Why not? I want Sbarro's.
I would love Sbarro's, but there's no Sbarro's here for me. So, like, you know, that doesn't help me out in Texas. Like, you know, like that's what I'm saying.
I'll ship him to you like Turtle did, and fucking for like the shit to get to New York.
If you have a shopping mall, if you have a mall, you have a Sbarro's.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
No, we don't. We got plenty. We got a La Roma, but we don't got no Sbarro's.
That's because Texas sucks.
Man, you shut.
We had a Sbarro's. I don't know what it's called now, but there's Sbarros all over the state, but they're in every single fucking mall.
To be fair, you're on the East Coast like me, so that makes sense.
Sbarros
is quite an East Coast chain. It's
we got
not
that
really
cookie,
a West Coast
we
thing.
got that cookie place. I don't know if that's popular. We got like those pretzel and cookie places.
I know.
Here.
Yeah, but pizza's better.
I know, but like
we've broken our rule to not talk about pizza on this podcast.
What about a pizza pretzel?
I've seen pizza pretzels. I'm not a big fan of them, honestly.
How about you make one?
I make one? We can't see your face, Iceman.
Make a pretzel. Stuff it, with some like sauce and cheese. Put a little bit of like pepperoni on top or whatever. That shit would probably be fucking amazing.
I'm just not a big fan of the natural flavor of a plain pretzel. So like I feel like it just wouldn't go well together.
I've always wanted to try those. I've never had it. I've never even had the pretzel burger. I've never tried that.
The pretzel burger is okay. I've tried it. It's not.
I've never tried the pretzel.
I just don't like the taste of the pretzel. I don't know why.
Occasionally, a good hot pretzel with a decent amount of salt and some spicy brown mustard to dip that shit in.
Ugh.
Now I heard they do a pretzel dog. I wanted to try that also.
All right.
It's just a hot dog.
You know what? The only pretzels I've ever had in my entire life have been the ones that come out of a bag. I've never gone to the mall and bought one of those giant pretzels where you put mustard on it.
I wanted to fucking take you there, but you were like, nah. I wanted to take you to Auntie Anne's. You
didn't take me.
I wanted to, motherfucker.
Who hasn't been to
this
Auntie
motherfucker?
Anne's? They don't have them in Texas?
Apparently
we'll go on our next trip. We probably do. I never go, oh, I'm in the mood for a pretzel.
You don't have Sbarros or Auntie Anne's. Are you even a part of American culture? Like, what the fuck?
No, Texas is Texas.
Hold up. Let me look up Auntie Anne's.
It really is. You gotta have Auntie Anne's in Texas. It has to be.
As they say,
like Auntie Anne. No, it's not spelled like Auntie Anne's. It's spelled like Auntie Anne's. The fuck? ANNES for Anne's. Auntie meaning Auntie.
Mini. Okay, Auntie Anne Mini.
You got it.
Auntie. I'm trying to look for a location. Auntie Anne locations.
The more you say it, it sounds weird.
We just recently got one pretzel place here.
Well, it's not called Auntie Anne's. It's called Auntie Anne's. I don't know where y'all get Auntie Anne's. It's Auntie Anne's.
It's the same motherfucking thing, just a different pronunciation.
All right, Auntie Anne's. There's one in Killeen, Texas.
Fucking weirdo.
Which is okay. There's two in Killeen.
We fuck around too much.
There's one in Waco.
I wouldn't go to Waco.
Cedar Park.
Probably be a little overcooked.
There's a couple in Austin. There's one in Round Rock.
There you go. There you go.
So you have Auntie Anne's.
You said you have one in Austin?
Yeah, we got one in Austin.
There you go. When you go on your date finally with Glock Princess, you get a pretzel, then you head to Joe Rogan's club.
There you go. We got this.
All right.
Look up Sbarros. See if you have Sbarros out there. I'm actually kind of really curious. You gotta have Sbarros out there. That's like a classic thing. Like I know it's an East Coast thing, but you're right in the middle.
Like I said, we just recently got a new pretzel place here. It's in one of our Walmarts called Wetzel's Pretzels.
Yeah, that's been showing up on my end too.
They're not bad. I mean, we've only had like some of the frozen drinks that they have.
I feel like when I have pretzels, it has to be like a dessert thing, like the cinnamon and sugar with the frosting and all that shit. Like that. That's, yeah, that's the shit.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best thing to get when you go to Auntie. I don't care.
The closest Sbarro is in Houston, Texas.
So you do have a Sbarro. Okay, that makes sense, and it would make sense if it's in your capital.
And shut the fuck up. That's your homework for the week. Go to Houston.
There's one in Fort Worth.
All right, so you have Sbarros. That's all I need to know. Don't give me all the locations. Just I know that there's one in there. We're gonna take you to a Sbarros. Don't you worry. You're gonna have basic ass New York style pizza for a decent price.
Basic ass reheated pizza.
No, Sbarro's
You know
isn't
what I
reheated.
found out? You know what I found out that's reheated?
They don't hand toss the shit, but it's not
They
reheated.
don't make it in the actual store. It's made through a manufacturer, then they deliver them to all the stores and they just heat them up.
Yep.
Is the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, it's not made in house. Like all the donut shops I know, they make everything in house and sell it out. They get a shipment in every day, heat them up,
Yep.
and then serve them.
They basically they only finish them.
The reason why they don't do that is because they fucking sell a lot of donuts that the regular machines that they would have would be, one, huge, and two, they wouldn't be able to keep up. They sell a lot of motherfucking donuts. Like, people will go in there, especially like for like parties and stuff, and they'll go in there and just be like, oh, give me like 6 dozen donuts. And they'll just get like fucking a ton of boxes, and they like ransack their entire shelves for one party.
They're still not as good as going if you have them a Krispy Kreme.
Of course. So here's the thing. Y'all got Krispy Kreme. We have down here.
We got Dunkin' down here now, but their locations aren't as big. Like there's one
spot. We have one spot. It's called Allie's Donuts. I don't know if that's a thing down there where you are. I think it's only really just one little spot. It's like one of those, like, it's not a chain, not nothing. It's just our thing. It's called Allie's. I really wanted to take you there when you were here, but it's just too motherfucking far, and Oscar was exhausted, so we just didn't go.
There's a place called, you have to try it. It's a popular chain here.
Delicious. Everything's made in house like you'd expect, but the thing is about Allie's is they make donut cakes. Now you would think that when you get a donut cake, like you'd think, like, based on the size of it, that it would be really soggy in the middle. You know what I mean? Because like you think like the way they cook a donut, like it couldn't be. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be the same consistency all the way through, but it is. I don't know how they do it, but it's fucking fantastic. It's basically, and you can get it in any shape you want. It's literally like this fucking big. It's huge. And you cut it into slices and you take it like that. And it's thick and it's dense and it's got a fuck ton of frosting on it. It's so fucking good. It's good shit. Like
the one thing here that I haven't had since last year now. When I'd go to Universal Studios.
Yeah.
You go over there in the Simpsons land. You get the Simpsons donut.
Yeah.
Like the one you see on the show. Like
they make
Martin Ladd's holding up.
They make the Homer Simpson donut here in Shipley's.
Well, they make them there too at the park, and they're the size of like a medium pizza.
Whoa!
And they're like $8-10, I think, something like that.
That's about the size of the Allie's Donuts.
Is it like a giant donut with like pink frosting and like yellow sprinkles or something like that?
Yeah, like the multicolored, like the one you see Homer eating all the time on the Simpsons.
Yeah.
You go there. I bought like 3 of them before because like there was other people back here that wanted them. So it's like I bought them and it's like, here you guys go. And they're like, we were eating muffins for days. I'm like, I know. If you try to eat that whole fucking thing, you're gonna end up in a diabetic coma and you're just gonna die.
Dude, my sister bought me a 1 pound Reese's thing for Christmas. Dude, it took me forever to eat that thing. I probably took like a bite a day out of it.
I love how you're the type of person that's dedicated enough to finish that motherfucker. Because I would take 1 bite and be like, "That's too much," and I'd throw it out.
I took like maybe a bite a day out of it. Just like whenever I was
or I'd give it to my little sister or my little brother. Be like, "Yo, finish this shit. I can't."
You want to hear a funny story involving candy bars like that?
Give it to me.
A few years ago,
give it to me, baby.
I went to up to New York, okay, with a few of my friends for one of my friends who lived up there at the time for his wedding.
Okay.
Well, in my little carry-on suitcase,
they got married. What are they, fucking gay? They lived in this. It's a little town up there. It was called Millbrook. Okay.
About so we go to Orlando Airport. In my suitcase, I'm bringing him a 1 pound Snickers bar.
Holy shit.
And I also bought him this little Funko Pop. So I had them both in my suitcase. I tell all my friends, one of them, was RJ. I said, $20 says I get stopped by security. So I put my suitcase on the thing. It goes through the x-ray. The only thing they see on the x-ray, two big black the Snickers bar and the Funko Pop come up as big black boxes. My bag gets flagged immediately, and they're like, "Sir, can you come here for a minute?" They stick my suitcase on the little security table there, and they're questioning me about it. And they come over and they take this little swab and they're swabbing you to make sure you're not having any, explosive residue.
Yeah.
She's like, "Did you pack your bag? Did you do this?" I'm like, "Yep, yep." Zip, zip, zip. Opens it up. She goes, "Excuse me, in one moment." She takes 2 steps. She's like, "Hey, you come here, come here." One of her friends or one of the other security people come over, and she's like, he opens it up. He goes, "Have a good day." And I'm like, I turn around, looked at my friends. I go, "I fucking told you I was gonna get stopped."
It's the world's biggest Snickers candy bar is in your bag. They're like, damn.
That'll do it. If anything's going to get you stopped by TSA, that'll do it.
I should have told him, be like,
was your beard a little grown out that day? Was that what it was?
I think so. I don't remember. I have to look at the pictures of me.
All right.
I had too much. When we got up there, we drank.
I gotta say, I've had a lucky streak. I've been on quite a few planes. I have never been stopped. And that's surprising with my face.
Rick and Mom told me when she was going on a plane recently that she got stopped. I think it was on the way back or to another area from recently, and they stopped her because she had like a dildo in her thing, and she got caught by TSA. She said,
"Oh, I got another story. Another story." Okay, so it was crazy. We pull into the train station while we're about to go to Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he's got the fucking towel wrap on, beard, whole deal. Beardy McSandals type shit, right? Fucking goes into the thing, checks his ticket, and you see the train station Amtrak police. You see them running around trying to look for somebody. All of a sudden, they land on this dude who's just checking his ticket. They start arguing back and forth. He goes, "I'm a college student. I'm a college student." Just like that, like fucking screaming. And this fucking thing. I felt so bad for this dude because he probably was just a college student. Rick is literally right down the fucking street from the train station. So he was probably just taking a trip. But like they fucking dragged his ass in the thing, fucking pushed his motherfucking ass against the wall and be like, "Let's go." And he just kept screaming, "I am a college student." He just kept saying it over and over. I felt so fucking bad. But like, dude, I totally forgot to tell you guys about that. I was like, damn, like, that's some real racial profiling right there.
You should have leaned over. You should have leaned over to the guy and be like, hey, tell him aloha snack bar.
You know what? I'm sorry. Bar. The only people that need to be flagged when they're boarding anything are those fucking Amish people, dude. Those people are creepy as fuck.
I know, you hate them. Well, you don't hate them, but they just creep you out.
No, I don't like them. Dude, they're scary. They're fucking scary, weird people.
No, you covered this last time. You were like, dude, fuck those people.
Dude, they were like, it was like, like,
he's still on this. 3 fucking episodes later, he's still on the Amish.
I play a lot of those Resident Evil games, where like,
not like they're gonna hear.
Yeah, exactly. I play a lot of those like Resident
Evil. So dumb.
Dude, I've been playing those Resident Evil games and stuff, and the villagers look a lot like those Amish people. They're just in those creepy clothes and everything.
Yeah.
And like, and I see those people a lot in those video games I'm playing, and I keep thinking, damn, am I gonna be reenacting Resident Evil? Am I Leon S. Kennedy? Will I need a Desert Eagle and shoot my way out of this motherfucker? Like,
I want a Deagle.
I get paranoid.
No.
And then I saw one of these guys, like, his name was Jedediah. All right, Jedediah, all right.
Wait a minute, you ran into my character from Red Dead Online?
Probably, and dude, he had like the bald up top, long hair. Each tooth was missing. He had like each tooth was skipping. Each tooth, and he smiled at me. I was like, and then there was like this little white boy with him and walking by. You hear my accent come out a little bit, talk about this, and then like you see him walking by. And it's just so scary. Like, dude, these motherfuckers is creepy as fuck. I don't know why when I talk like that, when I'm talking about the Amish people, my Texas accent comes out. I don't know why. It's weird. It's like I'm trying to hide my accent.
It comes out because you're talking about some crazy shit. That's what it is.
I know it's scary as fuck.
When I talk about crazy shit, my Rhode Island comes out right away. You hear it.
It's so weird. But anyway, that shit freaked me the fuck out, bro. And I'm like, oh shit. And like these people, they had like they were just walking by us, looking at me, and like the girls and stuff. Like I think one of them kind of looked cute. Like she was eyeballing me. Like I think she just like she ain't never seen a black dude, or maybe she wanted some black dude for the first time. But I wasn't. But I wasn't going to give her none. I don't have time for that. Little house on the prairie.
You put your head down because of me?
No, because I don't want to say another joke that has to get cut. Another fucking edit for Davo.
Show your true colors.
Bro, all I'm fucking saying is that these people freak me the fuck out, bro. I don't know how to deal with them. For one, they look at me weird, and then they have their little babies walking around, and then they're carrying suitcases that I ain't seen since the 80s, and they like fucking stacking them up and shit, and like it just
no
weird.
shit, because they bought them in a Salvation Army.
No, I think they make them or something, but like they had all, like it was just weird seeing them with the shit that they had. Like their shoes were weird. Everything about them was weird, but I mean, they stayed consistent. They were like an organized gang or something.
Gang.
Yeah, dude. Like Grove Street was in the house.
Oh, sorry, I was getting a little hot.
And then I kind of respected them though, because they were wearing capes. Some of them had on capes. The women, they were wearing capes, so I guess they're trying to bring capes back. But I mean, their capes just weren't fashionable. Like,
were they super mad?
Nah, they just typical simple black capes. But like, I respected some of them, their fashion choices.
Did someone go, "It's a bird, it's a plane. Wait, that's a bomb. Run!"
No, they weren't. No, they weren't like the guy you saw. There was like, "I'm a student. I'm a student.
I am a college student.
I'm a college student."
I hate that I can do their voices so perfectly because I'm Armenian.
I am just trying to find my favorite restaurant, the Aloha Snack Bar.
Oh shit! It is a Hawaiian snack place, Aloha Snack Bar. They give you candy bar and martini with little umbrellas in it.
I would love a candy bar.
My favorite food there is the kind bomb.
It's so dumb. The kind bomb.
I said that is the bomb. I didn't mean I am the bomb. I said it is the bomb.
What is the bomb? Where is the bomb? No, I'm saying you are the bomb. I am the bomb. Did you put it on me, you motherfucker? No, I'm just trying to say.
Like Rush Hour, that shit was funny. I said she was the bomb. You said bomb. I was like, no, I said she's the bomb.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Hey, nobody understand the words coming out of your mouth.
I remember Chris Tucker in Rush.
Everybody in his motherfuckers.
I love that one part of Rush Hour 2 where they go in to get a massage, and then the Asian lady's like, "You have massage from an Asian girl?" And he's like, "No, but I heard it was the bomb." Like he just said that all around. Like I heard it was the bomb.
All right, so one last joke before we end. I saw this meme speaking on the fucking Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom. And they brought up this thing, like, all right, who's going to play the new Black Panther? They brought up Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder. Only one man can do it.
I saw that meme. I was laughing so hard when I saw that. That was really fucking good. Wouldn't that be funny if Robert Downey Jr. was an outfit?
Can do the job.
Wouldn't that be funny if Robert Downey Jr. did get cast as Black Panther? It's already been set in stone now.
Dude, it's
He's
fucking...
gotta come back as... Yeah.
I think they need to dress him up as Black Panther. That's all. No blackface, no nothing. Just he hits the button on his gauntlet, and next thing you know, the mask is...
Yeah.
And there I mean, they got the White Wolf, which is basically the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And that's our time, everybody. We'll catch you later.
If you'd like to follow our podcast, we are only on Spotify and YouTube for the time being. If there's any other platforms that you guys like to follow us on, like Twitch or Twitter or Facebook, all of the links will be posted in the description below.